I'm going to record. All right, so I'm going to record. I have recorded already. And right now as well, I'm going to make you become my co-host,
Uh,
Train. Okay, so right now it's your turn. You can share your screen right now.
yes. Izin casting ya Bang. Di, deh nyoba. Bentar ya.
Iya.
Nah, tapi udah singkat tadi ya.
Nervous.
Sebentar.
Bisa kak? Suaranya enggak ada kak. She left. Oke, so pahlawannya sudah gugur. yang yang mau pertama siapa?
Sorry Bang, sorry.
Itu ada tuh.
Oh, Coffee Tree, hello.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so that's okay, that's okay. Bentar, saya buat jadi co-host. Sudah kak?
That apakah udah kelihatan?
Ya udah.
Uh, Thank you for the time given to me, Bang Sandi. So today I want to make you a short presentation about rendang. I'm sorry. So I think everybody has heard about rendang, but hardly anyone knows a lot about it. Let me start from the information about rendang. So rendang is the Minang dish originating from the Minangkabau region in West Sumatra, Indonesia. It has spread across Indonesian cuisine to the cuisine of neighboring Southeast Asia countries such as Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and the Philippines. Rendang is often described as a rich piece of meat, most commonly beef, that has been slow cooked and baked in the coconut milk seasoned with a herb and spice mixture until the liquid evaporates and the meat turns dark brown and tender, becoming caramelized and infused with rich flavor. As the signature dish of Minangkabau culture, rendang is traditionally served at ceremonial occasions to honor during festivals as weddings and lebaran. Rendang is recognized as one of Indonesian national dishes. As of also designated as intangible cultural heritage by the Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture. A broad survey in 2011 placed beef rendang as the most delicious dish in the world. So the history of rendang. The origin of rendang could be traced back to the Indian merchant links to West Sumatra before the 5th century. There are Dutch archives about Minangkabau that states regular contact between India and West Sumatra in the early second millennium that suggests that North India curry was possible the precursor of rendang. Indian curry was adopted by the Minangkabau people as a gulai, a local version of curry. Minangkabau people that cook this gulai further in order to prepare kalio, also known as wet rendang. This cooking process was then continued until it thick and become rendang, or also known as dry rendang. Fun fact, during Indonesian National Revolution in 1946, Indonesian First Lady Fatmawati, the wife of Sukarno, cooked and sent rendang to boost morale of Indonesian Republic freedom fighters around Yogyakarta. Declined by household help, she insisted on buying beef and went to the market herself by becak despite being pregnant at the time. So the type of rendang is divide into two, dry rendang and wet rendang. Wet rendang is their true rendang is I'm sorry, their true rendang is the dry one. Although unlike crispy dinding balado spicy jerky, rendang texture is not actually dry, since it is quite moist and rather oily. Uh, Although wet rendang were more accurately identified as kalio, is a type of rendang that is good for a shorter period of time and much of the coconut milk liquid has not evaporated. So the I assume art is rendang is officially recognized as one of Indonesian national dish originating from Minangkabau region in West Sumatra. Rendang is traditionally served at ceremonial occasions to honor guests during festive events such as wedding, fest of or Lebaran Hari Raya. The next type divided into two, the rendang and wet rendang. So, and the last one, rendang have also been designated as integrable cultural heritage by the Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture. So move on the question Q&A session. Have anybody any question for me?
I've got a question.
Uh,
Well, you said that rendang is made by a coconut milk, right? Okay, so as we know that coconut milk has a high calorie as well. Okay, so right now I'm going to ask you, is rendang fine to eat every day?
in my right, in my opinion, it's too heavy to eat every day because too much of uh, too much too much calorie in the dish. So the the originate rendang uh, the rendang served is at ceremonial occasion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. So anybody else to
Me,
have
me.
yes, Kak Sarah?
You said that there is two kind of rendang. It's dry rendang and wet rendang. So for the dry rendang, how is the expired? How long for the expired?
The expired of the wet the dry or wet? Sorry.
Dry.
The dry is uh, the dry rendang less for 4 weeks store at room temperature. But in can even less months store in a refrigerator and 6 months is frozen. How?
Thank you.
Okay. Anytime. Anybody else?
No, maybe that's clear.
Okay. So thank you. So that's all for my presentation today. Thank you for the attention and good night. Good evening.
Alright, so good evening, Kafitri, and thank you as well for sharing us about this one. That's quite great. Okay, so thanks ever so much, by the way. And for now, you may stop that. Okay, so thank you. And now, Kafitri, I'm going to ask you to to choose your friend. You have got right to choose your friend, whoever you want.
I'm going to Cambodia.
Alright, so Kamutia, it's your turn.
Thank you.
Where?
Now you can share it.
Sorry. Today I'm here to talk to you about, is it my voice clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Today I'm here to talk to you about insecure. I think everybody had heard about insecure before, but hardly there's no one know about it a lot. Please feel free if you want to instruct me or want to ask any questions. Okay. Before I jump to the topics, let me introduce myself first. So my full name is Mutia Dwi Azranisha, and people call me Mutia. I'm 15 years old and I'm 10th grade in high school. I'm a book addict. So first, what is insecure? Insecure is a feeling of not being good enough or being uncertainty. It products anxiety about your goals, relationship, and ability to handle certain situations. Everybody deals with insecurity from time to time. It can appear in all areas of life and come from a variety of causes. Actually, this is the problem. So the different types of insecurity. First, personal insecurity. When you are personally insecure, you become afraid of another people's opinion about you. Personal insecurity involves many fears. These fears include the fear of not finding a good partner. The second one is body image. The way you perceive your body affects how you feel about yourself. If you think your body is not attractive, you will feel bad about yourself. For instance, you may regard your body as too overweight or underweight, the hands not attractive enough. And the last one, or the third one, is comparing yourself to others. You can perceive yourself as not too good enough when you compare yourself to others. For instance, you may compare yourself with others in terms of looks, education level, or the kind of job they have. Causes and how to handle insecurity. Insecurity may stem for a traumatic event crisis such a Okay. Insecurity may stem for a traumatic event crisis such as divorce or a loss. It can also result from one's environment as unpredictability or upset in daily life can cause anxiety and insecure about ordinary routines event. And how to handle insecurity. First, confront your feelings rather than avoid them. Second, have a growth mindset and solid goals. Third, prepare yourself for a setback, but don't let them control you. Fourth, embrace all of your characteristics and passions. And the fifth, or the last one, is challenge your negative thoughts and things critically. So that's the topics that I want to bring you. So anyone want to ask questions? Anyone want to ask questions? No? Good. Yeah?
Oh,
Hello.
The question from all of you?
Me.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all.
Insecure is good or not? What do you think?
In my opinion, it's not good because
Can be
Yeah.
treated? Can be
Sorry.
treatment for insecure?
Treatment.
Yeah.
There's a treatment for insecure. It's a professional side and just by themselves side. For the personal like professional side, you can go to the psychology or sketchers, but the self treatment, you just like thankful about what you have. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, can I ask something?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I need your point of view about the biggest thing that makes someone get insecurity.
The biggest thing that people can get insecure is because their thing if they're not treated wrong, or their thing they have a lot of, like that have a lot of the bad thing more than the positive things. So that can be the reason why people can insecure, in my opinion.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else?
No, maybe.
No.
All right.
Okay. So it's all my presentations for today. Thank you for the attention. So good evening. Bye bye. Okay.
Good evening. Okay, so thank you. By the way, Kamutia, you forgot something. Okay, so you forgot to use the opening and also the closing, but that's okay. Okay, so thank you. And right now, you have got right as well right now, Kamutia, to choose your friend.
I choose Kak Sarah.
Okay. Wait. Can you see my slides?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Okay, hello, good evening, everybody. Thank you for the time given to me, Kak Mutia. And today I'm here to talk to you about CPR. Before I start, does anyone know about CPR? Have you ever heard about CPR?
I know nothing about
Okay,
it.
this is a general knowledge, I think. But it's okay. Let me start with some general information on CPR. Okay. What is CPR? CPR is a basic life-saving technique when the heart stops beating. So when you do the CPR, if you find someone who get heart attack, but especially in a cardiac arrest condition, or if you find someone in a near drowning, for further information, actually, heart attack is a different condition with a cardiac arrest condition. So, heart attack actually is a condition when it has same meaning with coronary heart disease, or in bahasa we say penyakit jantung koroner. That is heart attack. But in heart attack, the heart still beating, and so you still have several times, maybe at a 6 hours times, to save their life. But it's a different condition with a cardiac arrest. In cardiac arrest, it happens when the electrical activity in the heart stops, or there is the beat is irregular, faster than normal. So you have to stop that irregular rhythm. So the heart, if there is no electrical activity, the heart cannot pump the blood flow. So it needs just needs 5 or 4 minutes to get die maybe. So and then where is you can do CPR everywhere, because the cardiac arrest can be meet, or we can meet the cardiac arrest situation in our daily activity. If you ever heard about Ashraf Sinclair or maybe Ajima Said, they have a cardiac arrest, not heart attack, because it happens when they after they do the exercise or after they do the daily activity. So usually cardiac arrest is happen when to the healthy people, not to the sick people. So if you can help them, you can save their lives. Okay. And now who can do the CPR? Everyone can help. You can help. Why? Because you can help. It's a simple. You can analyze and you can do the CPR. You don't need permission or you don't need certificate to save the lives. I just wanna say if you find someone fall from the bicycle, you just watch and you say, "Oh my God, you fall," or maybe you just, "Oh my God, I'll help you. Are you okay?" Just like that. That is a CPR. And then why you have to do the CPR? Because it is an emergency condition. We have to help them in 4 minutes. Just 4 minutes. If you don't do anything, they will die. Okay, and then how the CPR is going? We can use this word. This is that I got from YouTube. This is Dr. ABC. You can say like that. D for danger. So you have to move or you have to save the patient. You have to save yourself from danger, and then check the response of someone who get the cardiac arrest by calling her name if you know her name, or by give them a pain sensation, like you can push the chest, or maybe you can uh, s- uh, just check the response, just call her name, just anything you can do, just wake up him. But you can also check the pulse. Here's the pulse. In the neck, you can see my picture. So you can check if you are now check your pulse, it's beating. But in the cardiac arrest, there's no beat. You can feel it. And then don't forget to call for help, because you cannot do by yourself. It will be so tired if you help the by yourself because it needs a long time, I think. And then check the airway. Airway is from mouth to throat, so you have to make it clear. And then you can do the breathing stimulation, and then breathing stimulation like you watch in a movie, like you blow some breath to that person that get the cardiac arrest. But it's okay, you can obey it for the breathing, and then you can start the CPR. This is the most important thing to do. How is the method of the CPR? You have to kneel beside to the person, and then place the heel of your hand. So this is the heel of your hand on the center of the chest, and place the palm of your other hand on the top, like that, like this picture. And then press straight down at about 5 to 6 centimeter to the chest. So you have to use your weight body to get the pressure, because it will feel hard for you, but you have to save them, and you make the rate in a constant, in a 100 and until 120 times in a minute. So you can do this until the 911 comes, or until the ambulance comes. And the formula is 30. Actually, we can use it 30 compression and 2 breath. So I will show you how we can count the compression, like 1, 2, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 30 compression. And then you blow the breath. But in a pandemic situation like this, in a COVID-19, you can use just the hands only CPR. Don't make a stimulation for the breath if you are not sure about the person's health, because it will dangerous you. And this is for information. There is a I'm sorry. There is a device, if you can find in an international airport, maybe in Soekarno-Hatta, I think, or in Ngurah Rai International Airport. This device is called AED, Automatic External Defibrillator. It is a smart device, so you can use the AED. Usually, I'm sorry. This device usually inside in a box, and in an emergency condition, you can break out the box and bring the AED to the person who get cardiac arrest. You can use this device, and it will be beneficial for you because it will help you to analyze the cardiac rhythm. So and it will be give a shock, electrical shock. So maybe it will so beneficial for the patient, for the person who get heart attack, I mean in a cardiac arrest. It's designed for the common, so you don't need doctors to use this device. You don't need the expert to use this device. You just plug in the cable, and then you can put the pedal. There is 2 pedal, you can see it. You can put put the pedal on the chest, and then press the start button, and then you just follow the instruction. You can hear the instruction clearly because it's designed for the common people. And when the device analyze, you cannot you don't touch the patient because it will influence the result maybe. But in a condition when the AED said you have to give the shock, don't touch the patient because it will dangerous you, because it is an electrical and at about maybe 400 joules. So it will make you heart attack also. Yeah. This picture I take from the Compassion, and it's posted at 2012, but I don't know now where's this device, because I don't go to the Soekarno-Hatta airport anymore. And this is the reference. If you want to say how the CPR goes on, you can look at the CPR when your method is right or not. You can see in this YouTube link. So that's about from me. Maybe for the conclusion, to sum up, is don't hesitate to start the CPR, because your hands maybe can be their heart. I mean, you can save someone's life, and you also can save the family's life. And well, that's about from me. Thank you for your nice attention. And sincerely, I am Sarah. On you, and see you. Thank you.
Anytime.
Wait, stop share.
That's all.
Yeah, and I will choose. Oh yeah, I
No Q&A
I hope
section.
there is no question.
I need
I hope there is no question.
I'm going to ask something.
I have to ask something to
Yes, please. It's okay.
So,
Yes,
the-
Bang Sadi or yeah, Bang Sadi, please.
Okay,
You
please
can
go
ask the
first.
question.
Please go first, Kapitri.
okay.
Oh,
So,
Kak Fitri, okay.
last question. So, how many people to more effectively perform first aid?
Excuse me, I can hear you clearly.
Uh, sorry. How many people to more effectively perform first aid to doing CPR? How many people?
How
So,
many people for?
to efficient in bahasa efektif untuk melakukan pertolongan pertamanya. How many people?
If you do the right thing, if you do the my if you do my theory or my theory, you can help them 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, if you if you find someone helps or do the CPR, don't let him do by themselves. You have to help because in a 2 minutes you will feel tired. It's a hard helping activity.
Okay. Thank you, Kak Sarah.
Anything? Or any question more? Does anyone have question? Aduh. Ya gitu lah pokoknya Bang Sandi.
Does anyone else? Okay, so let me ask something. What is the most cause that makes someone breathless? Breathless, I mean.
The main what, Bang Sandi?
The most.
Oh, the most?
The most cause that makes someone breathless. What is that?
The most cause?
Yeah.
I don't understand. The most cause, what is that?
Kasus yang paling sering buat orang breathless apa sih namanya? Henti napasnya tiba-tiba. What is that? Can I know?
Oh, yes. Usually they have the. I've told you. It's usually they have the cardiac arrest, but it's sometimes when they get the near drowning, so they will stop breathe. Usually like that, but some case we can find like another trauma. What is the trauma? It's a car accident, or maybe trauma. The trauma case, it can stop the breath.
Oh, so that means
But
it can be predicted. Nggak bisa diprediksi.
It can be predicted, but in a cardiac arrest, it can be predicted.
Yeah, you said that way, man. All right. So that's all.
That's all, Bang Sandi.
Yeah, thank you. And now you may close it. Silakan ditutup, Kak Sarah.
Okay, that's about from me, and thank you for your nice attention. I'm Sarah. On you and see you.
See ya.
And now I will choose.
Who?
I will choose Bang Davi.
Okay.
Bang Davi.
Bang Davi, excuse me.
Yes. Kak Sarah barusannya. I'm coming.
Yeah. All right. So wait, Bang Davi, wait a moment.
Sebentar.
All right. So right now you are as a co-host.
Share screen dulu. Sorry nih, nggak sehebat yang lain, Bang.
That's okay.
Nggak kelihatan ya, Bang?
Udah, Bang.
Look. Oke, baik. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bang Sandi udah ketawa aja. Oke, thank you for the time given for me, to me, Kak Sarah, and all of you right here, and Bang Sandi too. Hello everybody, good afternoon. My name is Davi. I'm from Jakarta. Today, I want to make you a short presentation. Today, I want to make you a short presentation about LAN. Okay. LAN is a local area network. Local area network is a computer network that interconnect computer within a limited area, such as home, school, computer, laboratory, or office building using network media. It's described for the LAN. So it's has a PC, server, printer, and all has connected because it's as a local area. The tools needed to create a LAN network. Number one, we need a crimping pliers. This picture. This same with plier universal or common plier, but any RG45 in the end of the plier. And number two, we need a RG45 connector like this. The RG45 connector we has must be cable. The cable must be squares. If the cable is not be square or flip over, terbalik maksudnya. This can be if it's cannot connected. Number three, we need a UTP cable like this. The UTP cable is several type. Start from Cat5 and then Cat5A, Cat6, and Cat6A. And start from Cat5A, this transmit until 100 byte Mbps. And then we need a LAN card. The LAN card is installed in the computer, CPU or server or printer and etc. It's a hard drive. And then we need a cable tester. Cable tester used for check the cable. If we want to installation for the cable in the RJ45, this is the cable is not ampunya nggak sesuai. Okay, this is a square. One cable have four part ya. The one white orange, and two white green blue, three white blue green, and four white brown and brown. It cannot flip over. And then we need a switch or hub. Switch be used for the parallel of the cable. So the one as server, I say the straight, and another as straight, crossover and straight. Kebalik, sorry. Okay, then I'd like to summarize the main point. LAN is very important and fundamental for building a computer network. With LAN, all computer and devices can connect to each other device. And then the LAN is for the small area or coverage. If you want to the bigger or larger area, you can use a WAN. One is a wide area network. This can be connect until the worldwide. So, do you have any question for me?
Me.
Yes, please, Kakak Sarah.
Yes, Bang Davi. Actually, in my office, they use LAN connection too, but is there any correlation between LAN and our network in our phone? Because in some case in my office, if we use the LAN connection, sometimes I cannot access the YouTube because my phone is connected to the Wi-Fi, so I cannot access Wi-Fi and the paket data in a time, maksudnya bersamaan. Sometimes I have to switch off the Wi-Fi, or sometimes I have to switch off the packet data. Is there any correlation with LAN about the? I mean, you know what I mean, Bang Sandi? Can you explain to Bang Davi?
You maybe
Oh,
he
Bang Sandi.
understands it.
Yes, I mean it's not correlation because the handphone or smartphone we cannot use the boot, we cannot the Wi-Fi and data what is it? Bang Sandi, what is it? Data like
Mobile data.
cellular.
Data. Yeah, mobile data. Oh yeah.
Cannot the parallel boots nggak bisa jalan bareng.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, Sarah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Anything
Thank you.
else? Anytime, Kak Sarah.
I'm going to ask something.
Please, Bang Sandi.
Well, as a music listener, okay, so I like to listen to the music as well, and I always connect my phone to the Bluetooth one. I mean, like to the Bluetooth speaker. Okay, so when I connect it, the Wi-Fi is decreased. The performance of Wi-Fi decreased. Why it can be so? Kenapa bisa kayak gitu?
I think it's ini apa namanya? Sometimes the IT has a permit from several people. We has a setting and make a rule. Let's say one rule for guests. For guests, usually is only only several byte. It's not height. And maybe a rule for the director it's different with case like this misalnya. Jadi ada memang disengaja diatur gitu.
Oh, so it can be balanced between a Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth. Berarti itu
I
nggak
think,
bisa imbang.
yes, it cannot balance Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. I think because the technology between Wi-Fi and Bluetooth is different. Bluetooth sih only dia jalan cuma di berapa gitu. Beda different with Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi the transmit data is more lancar. I like this one.
All right, so thank you by the way, Bang Nafi.
Yes, you're welcome. Any more question about me?
Oke, yang lain.
Hello. Kak Sarah mau nanya lagi nih.
Me. Bang Davi.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because
problem.
some of my friends can access the YouTube when we use the Wi-Fi. So, but I know what you mean. If you have a permission from the director, maybe we have to work fast, so we cannot access the YouTube. But some of my friends can access the YouTube. Can you tell me how to access or to break down the permission, the apa ya, to break down that limit without a permission from director?
Oh, I think you can ask for to your director direct.
But I think some of my friends can use I don't know what is like not application but some link in on an internet, but I don't know what is it. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. Usually, like from like in my job before, sometimes the karyawan,
Yeah.
Employee.
employee. It's say the internet is very crowded, very slow.
Yeah.
And then sometimes usually it's good to the IT division. They ask to IT describe about the internet slowly, and then IT person will check. So
Yeah, Davi, that's a regular. That's a regular. I mean, you can give me a suggestion if it is not in a regular process.
yeah, the SOP like that, Kak Sarah. Memang kebanyakan sih,
Ya.
orang-orang pada ke IT itu biasanya minta password apa namanya director dong kayak gitu.
Yeah, I can do this.
Jalur belakangnya. But it's a not apa
It's
namanya?
not legal. Yeah.
Iya, but
Okay, thank you.
really the IT is more apa menambahkan apa add the bandwidth for the karyawannya.
Oh yeah, I
Employee.
see. I know the bandwidth.
Employee,
Yeah.
minta tambah aja Kak Sarah, no problem.
Okay.
Jangan sampai mengganggu.
Yes. Thank you, Bang Nafi.
Anytime, Kak Sarah.
Well, that's all. You may close it, Bang Daffy.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's all from me. Thank you for your nice attention. Sincerely, I'm Davi on you. And see you.
See
Goodbye.
you. All right. So thank you, by the way, Bang Daffy. And here as well, we have got two people left. Okay, so Naraka Jesse and also Bang Riano. Who's gonna be the next one, Bang Daffy?
Okay, Bang Riano, please to the presentation.
Bang Riano, it's your turn. Wait a minute, Bang Riano.
Maaf
Okay,
ya,
Bang
Bang
Daffy, you
Sandi.
may. That's okay. That's okay. You may stop the screen.
Stop. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, already.
All right. Bang Riano, please.
Apakah screen-nya udah kelihatan?
Sudah.
Ya. Kenapa Babang nggak bilang kalau pakai HP?
Iya.
Harusnya saya yang share screen. But that's okay. Kalau pakai HP, Bang, ke aplikasinya, bukan ke Zoom. Jadi harus ke aplikasi.
Oh,
Ya,
ya udah.
jadi.
Bang Aceh yang
Oke,
screen.
kirim saya lewat WhatsApp ya.
Iya.
Sarah.
Hah?
Bagus banget presentasinya. Cuma saya nggak
Siapa?
pernah
Presentasiku?
Iya, cuma saya nggak pernah berani untuk melakukan itu ke orang. Takut
Nggak apa-apa.
salah.
It
Nggak
can
apa-apa ya?
be, it can save the life. Like it's a
Ya,
life saving. You can do it.
katanya kalau nggak tahu caranya itu bahaya. Katanya sih, saya kan sempat ikut
Enggak,
ASN.
ya itu tadi caranya. Itu tadi caranya. Nggak perlu dokter.
Ntar disalahkan nggak tiba-tiba kita melakukan sesuatu ternyata
Enggak.
sampai meninggal pun.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bang Sandi. If the doctors blames you, so just ask him or her. Do you need a permission to help people like this? Do you need a permission to help your mother? Do you need a permission to help the child? Or maybe do you need a permission to help the senior high school student that they still have a dreams? You can say like that. It doesn't matter if it will be success or not, but you have to help.
Okay.
It's about humanity. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Kak Sarah. Berat.
Well, Bang Riano has been ready. Okay, so right now silahkan Bang Riano. Nanti kalau mau ke slide selanjutnya cukup bilang next. I'm as your assistant right now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you the time given to me, Bang Davi. Good evening, everyone.
Okay.
Evening.
Today, I want to make a short presentation about air pollution. Lanjut, Kak. Let me start with some general information on air pollution. Air pollution is a pollution in the air by other substances which results in bad condition in the air so that it is harmful to living things that breathe it. Lanjut. The main cause of air pollution are use of private vehicle, volcanic activity that emits volcanic ash and gas, and wildfire. Way to reduce air pollution are using environmentally friendly means of transportation such as bicycle, using public transportation, and planting lots of trees. The conclusion is air pollution is the mixing of air with certain substances that can harm humans, animals, and plants that inhale them. Does anyone have any question?
Oh,
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
How to decrease the air pollution?
Maaf Kak, kurang kedengaran.
How to decrease the air pollution?
Suhunya.
Cara mengurangi polusi udara itu kayak gimana?
Way to reduce the air pollution like using the vehicle that no gas like bicycle and plants and planting lots of tree like mango tree and mahogany tree. That's
So what if there's less awareness from the society?
maksudnya.
Gimana kalau ada kurang kesadaran dari masyarakatnya? How to solve it? Gimana cara mengatasi itu?
I think we can make a poster or make a video that show the what can be if air pollution is everywhere and persuade the people to protect our environment.
That's all.
That's all.
Thank you. What about the others? Oh, ternyata ada banyak orang. Oke, jadi what about the others? Kak Syafa, Kak Yasin juga di sini. Kak Iza here as well, even you are attending tomorrow. Nothing. No one.
I want to ask,
Iya, Kak.
Okay, please come.
how to avoid air populations?
Can you repeat again?
How to avoid air population. Is my voice clear?
Bahasa Indonesianya apa?
Cara menghindari populasi udara.
I think we can use the public transportation, not the private transportation, and economical energy saving.
Okay. Thank you, Bang Riano.
Okay. Any
Me.
Okay, please, Kasar.
Bang Riano, have you ever heard that perfume can make the air pollution? Perfume. Have you ever heard about it?
Perfume. No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
That's all, Sarah. As simple as that.
Yes, maybe. Because I heard some issues that perfume can make air pollution.
Really. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's all, baby. Bang Riano. You can close it right now.
Okay. That's all. Thank you for your nice attention. Sincerely, I'm Riano on your and see you. Thank you.
Anytime, Bang Riano. Okay, so that's great. And right now as well, and last but not least, I'm going to ask Kak Jessie. Hello, Kak Jessie. Are you ready? Oh, no answer from her. Oke, jadi tidak ada jawaban dari dia. So, artinya it's done already. Jadi udah sampai sini aja. Alright, so that's all. I got many things to do on this night or in this evening. So thanks ever so much for all of you who presented something as well in this evening. Okay, so for tomorrow, for the rest of you, okay, jadi untuk sisanya yang hadir saat ini, so please prepare yourself well. And so one thing that I don't see, that I didn't see this day atau di hari ini, satu hal yang saya tidak lihat itu adalah one name self awareness atau apa namanya kesadaran diri. Okay, so as I said to you that wait a minute, as I said to you that if you don't know the answer, that's okay. Okay, so that's okay to admit it. Jadi nggak apa-apa untuk mengakuinya. And also that's okay to ask anyone else as well. Nggak apa-apa untuk bertanya ke orang lain juga. Oke, kan kemarin ada caranya. Oke, jadi cara itu yang dilupakan satu-satunya. Okay, so but that's okay, that's great. Okay, so maybe it's your first time and maybe you still get nervous as well. Okay, so you think about many things when you speak, when someone asks you, you shocked directly. Okay, so that's okay, that's normal. Itu adalah hal yang normal. Itu adalah hal yang lumrah. Alright, so that's all by the way for this session. And tomorrow, prepare yourself for the one who attend right now and who will get a presentation for tomorrow. Okay, so that's all. It's done. It's 9 o'clock already. I'm sorry to take your 6 minutes. Jadi ada 6 menit yang saya ambil. Saya minta maaf. Okay, so right now all of you as well. Let's close our class in this evening, shall we, by praying according to trust one another as we begin. Amin and over. Oh ya, jadi untuk yang besok, Kak Syafa, Kak Iza maupun Kak Yosin nanti kalau mau apa namanya? Kalau pakai HP, oke, jadi kasih tahu saya biar saya yang share screen-nya. Okay, so you just speak. Okay, so that's all by the for today. I'm sending back to you. See you next time and goodbye.
See you next
Thank
time.
you, Bang Sani.
Anytime.
Good job, everyone.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
job.